Probably the base is made in France, I suspect. Probably about 1880 or thereabouts. And then this one here is just a gorgeous inkwell.
Peter Blundell is looking at an old perfume bottle and coming up with an estimate of its worth.
Gifty.
The art and antique appraiser has been doing this since 1975 and knows a good thing when he sees it. This is something he likes.
Little glass stopper. It's in super condition. So many of these things are damaged beyond help. I would estimate they're probably around about 800 for that one. And the little perfume bottle around about, probably about 350.
The perfume bottle is one of many antiques he will appraise on Heirloom Discovery Day, held at the Vernon Art Gallery. This silverware with a matching teapot was made in London around 1883. The value of the pair? About $1,500. Sometimes you just never know what might come through the door at an event like this.
These spaces right here are made out of ivory, and they were to prevent the heat from coming up the handle. As I was traveling around this a couple of years ago, I found a painting that was worth $250,000, and the lady had been evacuated the year before, and she'd left the thing on the wall in the house because she didn't think it was worth anything. So that's the sort of thing that happens.
My sister and I, we always hated that picture because the dog was bleeding.
Art Fiset and his sister May Muchowski have brought in an old painting they believe to be the story of Gellert, the legendary tale of a dog that is killed by its owner after he mistakenly believes it has killed his child. But something doesn't add up here.
And it was left to be a family heirloom.
Gellert was actually, I think he was a wolfhound. He was much larger than I think this dog looks. You see around the edges right here, you've got browning going on, which is actually the acid eating into the cardboard. It's not big value, but it is of value.
What kind of value?
Well, at the moment, my feeling is I'd really like to look up this man's bio. Interesting that the death doesn't match Gellert. That's fascinating. You just never know.
Joining Blundell today is an original art expert from Vancouver, Tony Westbridge, who is called over to help solve the mystery.
Luath? Is that what you've got?
I mean, I've just taken a couple of moments to Google the death of Luth, and things are coming up with references to dogs and Scotland and everything. So it's all tying in. It definitely is an illustration for or from or after a novel or a book. It's a watercolor.
This gentleman is telling us that the story was written in 1924, but the guy that painted it died in 1861. So there's a little mystery there. We don't know, we have to look into it.
So a little more sleuthing, I guess, on your part.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Pocket watches are another popular item on this day.
The interesting part about jewels is that the Swiss figured that it took 15 jewels to make a good watch. Because it has a serial number, I'll be able to tell you when it left the factory. This is a silver-plated piece. It's 15 jewels, so the workings are actually very similar in many ways. Dollar-wise, about $350.
Add another $450 for the gold watch, and you have a pleasant surprise for Art and May.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah, we were surprised about that. And there's another one that we just kind of dangled in front of him, and he said that's probably the most interesting one.
I don't know about this artist, haven't done any research, but I would doubt that this would be one of those artists.
Westbridge is hoping to find something here to take back to auction in Vancouver. Settled by European immigrants, some of them wealthy, the Okanagan is indeed home to quite a few hidden gems.
They left wonderful things in this valley. I mean, just incredible. Some of the furniture that I've seen here is equivalent to anything I ever saw in England.
There's some wonderful stuff around here. We haven't seen a lot of it today yet. Hopefully it's still to come.